Cliffe makes it easy for you to understand that if you hold to an atheist belief, to please be consistent with your views in life.
You know that that's false. Why? Because you know that Jesus taught honesty, sexual purity, integrity, compassion, crystal clear. No question about it. Very good. So if I claim to be a follower of Christ, you're not going to want to watch me go around womanizing, ripping people's social security check off. Good. You want me to be consistent. If I say I believe in Christ, you want to watch me live that out, struggle to live it out. Good. In the same way, if you, sir, tell me that you're an atheist, then I'm going to hold you to be consistent. Which means, you're not going to tell me that there's some ultimate purpose to human life. If you're an atheist, there is no purpose to human existence. Our number came up in a Monte Carlo game, and life is ultimately meaningless. And that's what Camus, Sartre, Nietzsche had the guts to face. The problem with the majority of my atheist friends is they don't have the intellectual integrity and courage to live out the meaninglessness of life. Instead, my atheist friends like to say, oh, here's the meaning of life. Baloney. If there is no God, life is a crapshoot. Second point, you're going to tell me you're an atheist? Fine, I respect your right. But you better not tell me that to torture an innocent child is absolutely wrong. You better tell me it's relatively wrong, because all morality is relative. Which means, if you're an atheist, you have to acknowledge it doesn't matter whether I become Hitler or Mother Teresa. It's simply an arbitrary taste, choice. Thirdly, if you're an atheist, you better not tell me that, oh yeah, maybe there's something after death for me. No, there's one thing after death for you. Rotting. That's all. So you better not tell me that maybe there's a bright future out there. You better face the despair, the total despair of life. That's why Albert Camus, the great French atheistic existentialist philosopher, said, the only question that modern man must answer is, why not commit suicide? Life is meaningless, morality is relative, death ends the absurdity that your birth began. Thank you, Camus, for your intellectual consistency and courage in facing the logical conclusion of your atheism. I've met 1.5 students who claim to be atheists who had the courage to live out their atheism. One was a student from Soviet Union who was at Northwestern University outside Chicago. This guy said, there is no God, and because there is no God, my life is meaningless, morality is relative, and death is the end. And then he said something I'll never forget. He said, but you know, I'm really concerned for my fellow American atheists because they don't have the guts, they don't have the courage to face that. Instead, they go running around saying, you know, when you Russians blasted that Korean airliner out of the air, that was really wrong. Oh, baloney, it wasn't really wrong. Nothing's really wrong. Nothing's really right. It's all relative. The half student was at UC San Diego. This guy steps out of the crowd and he said, yeah, I'm an atheist, and I realize life is meaningless, morality is relative, it really doesn't matter what I do, and death is the end. And then he said something I'll never forget. He said, but when I really seriously consider that, I get very, very sad. And my mother gets very, very concerned for me, so I don't think about it too much. That's good. So come on, you atheists, run away. Run away as fast as you can from the logical, intellectually consistent conclusions, consequences of your atheism. That's why Bertrand Russell, the great British atheist philosopher, talked about unyielding despair. Russell faced the despair of his atheism, and then he said, but you just can't give in, guys. You can't give in to that despair. Just gotta keep running away from it.